girl had a great day so far. Today we're going to be working in the laundry room. I know, it's been a while since we worked in here, just kind of life got away from me and just needed to take a break, and now we need to get this baby looking good. We're actually going to be working on a wallpaper and painting in here today. Let me tell you, this was hard to find. I wanted something that was subtle with some pattern but still had like a lot of interest to it, that wasn't too bold, also not too bright, and I ordered a ton and I sent them all back. I was so disappointed, one after another. I was like, oh, this is terrible, this is awful, this is not what it looks like online. And I found this one and I was like, this is the winner. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. It comes in 2 different colors, I believe, maybe a third. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! What do you think? It's subtle, but there's a lot of pattern, and I think it's going to be perfect for the looks that I'm going for in here. I think I have enough. I should have enough. I believe I ordered enough to finish the entire wall, which I'm happy about, and I'm hoping to have some left over to see how it would look in the pantry. I'm thinking about adding it there. I love the wallpaper that I use in the closet, but that one is a darker tone and I wanted something a little bit lighter. So I think this is gonna give me the look I want. I just have this certain vibe that I want for the space, and I think it would look really pretty also in the pantry. So we'll see. Today we're working on the laundry room specifically. I've lost my motivation to work in this room a little bit, and I have some today, and I'm like, we're gonna get it done. So let's get to it. Hey, I can see it now. All right, wallpaper is 20.5 inches wide. I am going to go here. All right, next step is to mark a level line on the wall, because if you put the first piece up crooked, the whole thing's gonna be crooked and it's not gonna go well. So what I did was, it's 20.5 inches wide. I went 20.25 because usually corners aren't that straight, so I gave myself a 1/4 inch to work with. Hopefully they're not that far out of plumb, but you know. And you're just gonna put that up, and then you're gonna look for your spot that you made. The bubble right there, it's in the middle, that's what you want. And guide that baby all the way down. Whoops, I already mismarked. Hold on, let's try it again. Take 2, all right. There we go, try this again. I actually have 2 lines in the wall. Ignore the one. You can erase it or just leave it because it's gonna get covered up, so who cares, you know? But just jot the line out so you know it's the wrong one. All right. Erase other pencil marks you put on the wall too. Here I have a board to cut on. You can use a knife or scissors, some spray bottle so you can spray down the wallpaper. You can dip it, but I'm not dipping it. That's just an absolute disaster. So we're gonna do it this way. This pattern repeats every 24 inches, which is great for me. And I need 42 inches for the length of my wall. So typically you wanna cut around an extra 2 inches just to give yourself a little leeway. Spray it all down. This is why you want the towel, so you don't get your floors all wet. Do a book crease in it. Don't crease this, otherwise that's going to, you know, mark up your wallpaper. And then fold that over here. Just enough, and it kind of activates the glue on the back of the paper, which is going to attach to your walls. Just gonna let that sit for a few minutes.
The first piece is always the most challenging, but it doesn't have to be hard. Just keep it book folded. That way it doesn't go all the way down to the ground if you're doing the whole wall. And then when you start it, start on the upper area and start working your way out from the middle. That way you're getting rid of all the bubbles, and you might have to adjust it once or twice or 3 times. Don't get frustrated with it. Honestly, I think the pre-pasted ones are easier to work with than peel and stick, because peel and stick just is a little bit more challenging in my opinion. But this doesn't drip out a ton of water or anything, and if there is a dry dry spot that you notice is like a bubble on the edge, just squirt a little bit of water and then work it up and down in that area, and just have yourself like a paper towel or something to get any excess water that might come out, but it's not sopping wet as if you were to do it dipping it. That's why I like spraying it. I think it works better. And then with this wallpaper, it says not to overlap it. Some wallpapers you do, this one you do not. And so starting off with your straight level line is key, because then your next one will go up and you'll just match it to the other end, and it just makes the process go so much simpler. Honestly, it's not hard. It's just a little bit more time consuming. And the one thing I do regret on this project is that I took my vertical shiplap up a little bit higher, because we're going to be hanging coats on this, and I wanted it to be at a like higher off the ground in case we hang long coats. But because I like the pattern on this wallpaper, I wish I had dropped it down like another foot, just to enjoy more of the wallpaper. But the tool I'm using here, this is actually a drywall putty knife for knocking down textured drywall, so it actually has some foam on the end of it, so it's not sharp, and I actually really like using that for this. It's totally not meant for it, but it works fantastic. You could also use like a brush, like a soft brush, to get any bubbles out as well. But one thing I did do is once I got the paper up, I trimmed the top and the bottom. Just be careful when you're using your knife on it. The edges, depending on the direction you're going, will want to rip on you, so because it's moistened. So just take your time there, and you shouldn't have any problems. And just repeat, repeat, and repeat. What do you think of the wallpaper design? I am obsessed with it. I think it gives that beautiful, soft European look, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So we're going to take a quick intermission from hanging the wallpaper, partially because my camera ran out of storage and I didn't realize it as I was working on the wallpaper, and two, because I wanted to share a wonderful recipe. This is delightful any time of the year, but it's nice because it's actually a no-bake cheesecake. It's chocolate. This is so good. It's cool, it's creamy, it's rich, but not overly sweet, and I love it. It is so delicious, but it's just a simple and easy dessert to make. For the crust, whether you're making a parfaits or into a pie, you are going to just take one package of graham crackers, put them in the blender with cacao powder, and then you're going to blend that all together so it's powdery, and then add 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Bring that all to like a sandy texture and press that into your pie dish. Or you could do this in individual parfait cups if you wanted, and just take some of the graham cracker mixture and press that into the bottom of the cups and do the rest of it in layers. I ended up using parchment paper just to line my pie dish. That way I could take it out and then put it on a decorative tray later. But it all depends on how you want to do it, and it does come out once it's all solid. It works so well. So I started with a spoon, and then I used a bowl to keep pressing it in. So this no-bake cheesecake has 3 steps to it. Basically, you have the crust, the filling, and the ganache. Here we're just mixing 1 cup of heavy cream and 1 cup of chocolate chips over some heat to melt that all together, and it will make a really nice ganache. You're going to set that to the side and let it cool. Now for the filling, you're going to use cream cheese, and you're going to beat that a little bit until it's nice and smooth. Start on low and then increase it to high. have the full recipe in the description box for you as well, and it's also on my Instagram if that helps you out. On low, you're going to add the heavy cream. Slowly add it in, and then once it kind of comes together, you're going to switch out that attachment for the whisk attachment and whip it on high like you would whipped cream, and it's going to come out really thick, kind of stiff, and it should look like this. Now with that, you're going to fold in half of the ganache mixture that you made and save the rest for the topping. While I was making everything, I had the crust in the refrigerator just to kind of help solidify the butter and everything. And now you're just going to put the filling in there, kind of press it in, and then make it look beautiful however you want to. Cover it, put it in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes to 30, and then you're going to add the cooled ganache on top, then spread it out evenly, and then you'll put it back in the fridge for at least an hour or two to let it chill. Then remove the parchment paper, put it on a pretty dish, top it with some powdered sugar if you want, and enjoy. It is very soft and creamy, and I hope you can make this and enjoy it with your family and friends this summer. It is delicious and it's eggless, so hopefully this is helpful for you and you enjoy this delicious dessert. Hopefully you can see a little bit of the woven texture on the wallpaper, but I think it turned out so beautiful. Now we're going to dress up the lower vertical shiplap boards below, and I did an entire video on this and my whole laundry room mudroom plan, so I'll leave that video linked in the description box below for you. But I'm basically just sanding all of the nail holes and then vacuuming up all that dust so I can paint it a really soft, beautiful color. Just using some painter's tape to get any fuzz off of the paint roller. If you remember, these were the 3 original colors that I was looking at for the laundry room, and I like the far right one. Honestly, any of them can go, but I'm not going to do any of them. I'm actually going to paint him almost the same color as the cabinets. I had leftover paint and I thought this would be really nice, and it's actually the color of the cabinets I used in the kitchen, which happens to match the cabinets that are going in the laundry room, and it's just a nice soft creamy color. It's called Classic Gray by Benjamin Moore, but I don't see any gray in it. It's really just a creamy white, and I think it pairs really well with the wallpaper.
Really like a good white, but this creamy color, I am kind of obsessing over it.
So I do need to know, do you guys like a little bit more of a casual laid back video like this, where we're just taking on different projects, working on them slowly, and it's not a full makeover in a video? Let me know that down in the comments. But I would love to know what your guys' summer plans are, what you're most looking forward to now that school is out, to make so many fun memories, and I'm just really excited for summer this year. Now I'm just using a paintbrush to get in all those vertical lines, and then I'll go back over that with a roller to make sure there's no unevenness. That's a wrap on all the painting. Yay! Now we're moving on to adding beautiful hardware to the cabinets that I have installed so far. So I'm going to be adding these really pretty champagne gold knobs to the doors. I think they look really pretty and you might recognize them. I use the same ones in the pantry. I think they're just so pretty, and they just come in a lot of different finishes, so I'll leave them linked down below for you in the description box. They're really affordable and I really like the quality of them. Now this laundry room is also a mudroom, and so I wanted to have coat storage in a cabinet, and so I needed to hang a closet rod in this cabinet so that it would hold longer coats for winter time, and I'm happy they'll be behind the closed doors. They'll just keep everything organized throughout the year. Now for the drawer hardware, I chose these really pretty champagne gold cuff handles, and one of your choosing handles for the drawer. A lot of different ways that you can do it. I like to choose a handle that's going to be 1/3 of the drawer length. That way it looks proportioned to it. But if you want to do knobs, I would separate the knobs further apart, but I don't like that so much for drawers because you usually have to pull both of them at the same time, otherwise your drawer gets a little wonky, I have found. So I like a longer handle so it prevents that, and these cuff handles are gorgeous. Again, they'll be linked down below for you. As you can tell, these cuffs are a little bit longer. That's because this cabinet here is wider than the other cabinet. So again, keep that in mind when you're choosing hardware for your cabinets. The different size cabinets will want different width pulls. We're going to be adding some wall hooks. I am a little bit disappointed though, because I thought I ordered another set of these wall hooks and apparently I did not, and now they won't be coming in for a couple more weeks, so I had 2 left over. That is what I'm going to be adding, and then I'll be adding another probably 5 to this wall. And make sure when you're hanging your hooks you check if they're level. You don't want a crooked hook on the wall, and I decided to space them around 1 foot apart. That's just a guesstimate. I did 2 vertical boards in between them. That way when you're hanging bulkier coats up in winter time, they don't overlap each other. I really love the way these look. I think they are just a great addition and they pair so nicely with the wallpaper. I am thrilled with the way this laundry mudroom has turned out so far. We are officially halfway done with it. We have 4 more cabinets to install and the countertop to finish it up. So once those come in, I'll be sure to share that with you. Hopefully it'll be finished in the next few weeks. I'm itching to get it done, but I love the way it has come together. The hardware just adds that perfect amount of jewelry to the room, and the wallpaper just adds that soft European vintage look that I was looking for. I hope you have enjoyed today's decorate with me and gotten some inspiration from it. I have been working outside a ton. We started working on building the garden, and I've been starting to landscape and add lots of plants to everything, and I can't wait to share that with you. But I will definitely say I am slowing down a a little bit. Now that it is summer, we just want to enjoy it and do life a little slower, enjoying the small things. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you soon.